Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently working on Africa here. We'd like to get this a little bit more cleaned up, and that is definitely something that I want to do. Let's see, we do have forced vassalage available, so we should probably come on in here and just really start cleaning up this territory. Although, maybe we push these guys out first. We go for like Nobatia. Let's see, I just want to check to see if we're better off not using forced vassalization, because this is a fairly expensive thing in terms of prestige. So we'll declare this. For Mercuria, can we even get away with forced vassalization? Yes, we can. So we'll do that. For Shamir, we're almost certainly better off doing a holy war for duchy here, I think. Yes. We absolutely do that. And then I think we'll hold off on going after anybody down here until these three wars are dealt with. So we'll get these guys taken care of. We're just going to let this guy be where he is for now. Are we going to need any more than our men-at-arms here? A few, but not many. So we'll raise our men-at-arms and we'll raise our levy troops here. Somewhere around 10k, I think, is what we'll target for. So that'll be just fine. Child of our dynasty, sure. And there we go. We want to pay the court a visit, sure. We'll gain some court grandeur, that's fine. And we'll gain some faith. Sounds good. Okay, so we're good to go on these guys. They can go ahead and get split off like so. And then they can start walking in. Start a slow siege there. And then for these guys, we will, of course, split off our bombards. And we're going to be sieging super fast now that we have 3 units of bombards. Granted, this one is not exactly done. Still needs more time in the oven, but we're going to hop on over this way. Cool. Group these together and get a siege commander here. Okay, we're just waiting for them to finish their battle here. And then we take over. We'll come on down over this way. That should be a stack wipe. Yes. Okay. Wonderful. So I think we'll siege down this way and then head up into Shamir. Is going to be the plan. We're slow sieging their capital currently. And as soon as the siege is over, I think we're just going to head south with our main combat force. Yeah, come down over here. That'll be fine. We do have a dangerous faction brewing. I'm not super shocked about that. This is a Liberty faction. Okay, that is a little surprising. We could get this Duke out of there, but I think we're better off trying to make an alliance with one of these more powerful people here. Like this guy's, for example, unmarried. We could do something along the lines of this and pull him out of the faction. Sounds good. Okay, so this war is now over. We are going to enforce those demands. You are now our vassal. Congrats. And we're going to head down over this way. Okay, we know where Mercuria's army is, so that's not a concern. And these sieges are just going to go tremendously quickly. Especially once we get all of our bombards built up. I mean, this one's only 12 of 13. That should be increased to max. And it's not going to be reinforced while we're, you know, actively sieging. But that's fine. We'll head down to the Mercurian capital. Hello, pause menu. And we're going to head in over here and hope to catch these guys. We're just pursuing them right now. They want nothing to do with this, and I don't blame them. Like, we outnumber them and have a ridiculous quality advantage. So we catch them here. This is likely a stack wipe. Maybe not a stack wipe, but it was close. We're going to head up over here. Their capital falls. And that's the war with Mercuria over. We'll enforce those demands, and we'll head on up to Shamir. Wonderful. So this is probably still that Liberty faction, if I had to guess. We only pulled one guy out of there, so that's not super shocking. I doubt we can negotiate with you. Yeah, that's not going to be a thing. This Duke, though. This Duke should be moved into a kingdom. Like that. There we go. No problem. These guys will definitely get stack wiped. So that'll be 50% war score. And then this siege will probably finish it, in all honesty. This war should be over very... 50%, and war is done. As expected. We'll enforce those, disband our troops. This was a holy war, so we'll have to grant these out. We'll grant them just accounts for now. We do expect that we're going to be bumping up against our vassal limit quite soon here. When is that going to be? We're at the vassal limit right now. Okay. I'm not super shocked about that. We've got a lot of stuff over here that we can hand out, and that is great. So that's not really a concern. I wouldn't mind getting a couple of kings down here under our vassalage so that we can start handing some of these titles out to, like Aachen or something like that. So let's go for this guy. We're going to do a forced vassalization. Outer Ajuran is, I think, we're currently truced to him. We can forced vassalize, but not while truced. Holy War for Duchy isn't amazing. Forced vassalization will be what we go for here. Once again, forced vassalization because they're spread out. And Abyssinia, once again, forced vassalization, they're spread out. But we don't quite have the prestige for that. What about Demont? Probably not. Yeah, that's 1440. I think we'll hold off on that for the moment. We can found a university that'll cost us prestige, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and do that, and Cairo will gain a special building slot for that. Apparently we can found a university again. Okay. There we go. That did spend prestige, so that's not the greatest. We're going to want to call a hunt and host a grand feast when we can, because we want to make some prestige. But for the time being, we will drop a rally point here, raise our men-at-arms, and we're going to raise another roughly 10k. Our friend died. Okay. Did we raise enough troops? We raised enough troops. Fantastic. We do have this faction still brewing. I'm deeply unsurprised by this, for the record. Ah, now this is something we can very easily work with. So we arrange a marriage here with our son and this guy's moped. I know it's a B, but I find it funnier to say moped. So we're going to send that proposal, and that won't be a problem. Alliance formed, and we instantly get 120,000 troops here. That's exciting. We don't need 120,000 troops here. All I wanted was something around 10k. We'll call 15k good. These guys are going to walk up over, I don't know, over here, defeat this force, and then get disbanded. And we don't appear to be raising men-at-arms at this time, which is awkward. We'll go in and start a slow siege over here. And actually, we should just split off our standard siege force. Something along the lines of that, and then these guys can come back. Okay, well, that was an awkward start to this war. There's no doubt about that. We'll group these together, split off our bombards. And over we go. Okay. Very awkward indeed. We could head over, like, over this way. Sure. So we're going to catch these guys here. This siege has finished. That's deeply unsurprising, of course. We expect these sieges to finish very quickly. So they're going to siege here. Hilarious. I don't know why they think that's a good idea. I guess we can slow siege here, but I'm actually going to come down and fight this force. Okay, they're going to do this. Sounds good. We'll let them lock in, and we'll head up to Angot. And we catch them there. We'll come and siege over here. We actually captured their leader, so this war's actually over first. Hilarious. We'll end that, and we'll disband these guys. Get out of here. We didn't want you anyway. This war is now over as well. Cool. And we'll head on over. Honestly, we don't need these troops up either, but I'm not going to disband them because these guys are more valuable. It's going to take a long time for them to get home. So we'll hold off on that. We are 2 direct vassals above our limit. We expect that, though. This guy's a king, and we can start granting vassals over here. So that's great. We'll just keep at the vassal limit for the time being. Okay, where's our siege force? They're on the way. There's an independence faction here, too. Okay, this is going to need to be dealt with. We're going to have to probably fight one of these factions, is my guess. Not the Liberty faction. The Independence faction would be the one to fight. They can send their ultimatum at any time, though. I want to see... I didn't realize that they were building up this quickly. We can create an alliance here. That would drop their power by 11%. And then we can do this. That would drop their power by another 7. It may be too late, though. We'll see. Down to 72. So we need another one. He's already considering a proposal. Okay. Come on, buddy. You can do it. They sent their demand. That's unfortunate. He was considering the proposal for so long. But that's okay. Where are these guys at? We're going to have to fight them. Oh, this is actually not too bad. We can fight them over here. So we're going to head over and start slow sieging. Some of the territories that we just conquered are in this independence demand. So this sounds good. No, it's too expensive. So now there's probably that Liberty faction, right? The Liberty faction? No, this is Peasant Rabble. Okay, Peasant Rabble isn't that big of a deal. I want to check in on our capital. Our capital is fairly unthreatened. Good. So we're going to wrap up this war. That should go incredibly quickly. And it's over. We'll enforce those demands. Perfect. We're now over our vassal limit, and this guy can get this count. There we go. And we're going to head up over this direction. Now, none of this is directly held by this king. We have to make our way all the way up here in order to get ticking war score on our side. That said, there's this over here. This is a better target for us. We're going to head this way. And let's go. So we're at -4% just due to ticking at this point. I don't expect this independence war to be that big of a deal. I also don't expect these peasants to be that big of a deal. They will send their ultimatum in 2 months, but that'll be fine. So we're going to get this siege done. We don't have leadership here. I guess this guy would do. Okay, there's an army here. Let's head up over here and defeat their peasant uprising for them. That may net us some prestige, which would be nice. So we now have ticking war score on our side, and it is now currently impossible for them to win. We'll head up over here. That netted us 107 prestige. Okay, nice. Man, that siege is fast. Okay, so here are the peasants. And this is okay. We are not expecting too much trouble with... Oh, wow, they're so small. Okay, we're really not expecting trouble with the peasants. So we'll raise up some troops here. 14 months. Okay, we'll just... Okay, they're going to fight us a little early there. Who is this? This is our concubine? Get out of my bed. Okay. So, are we going to win that? Yes, it looks like we are. Okay. Coming down over... Not here. Coming down over this way. We're just taking a look at the layout here. Okay, we're going to need to come up over here and chase these guys down if we can. And we win this fight. Although they do have reinforcements on the way, so we're going to lose the fight. We're going to need to raise additional troops up, and that's fine. I wasn't expecting them to actually attack into us. Retreating to there? Sure. So we're going to raise a few additional troops here. And Right, that's the peasant uprising. A Venetian claim, huh? Okay. We'll deal with that as well. That shouldn't be that big of a deal, actually. We'll deal with that after we're done with these peasants. This is looking okay. We won a battle down over here, which was fully expected, of course. We're going to head in here and head into here. Cool. So in terms of the Independence War, we are currently negative in war score, but we have ticking on our side, and it's not possible for them to win. So that's good. We only have 47 troops here, apparently. Exciting. We do have an available perk, and we'll grab defensive negotiations, I guess. Okay. These guys can turn around and head here. They will probably win that. I don't know why we're only raising 47 troops here. There we go. Now we have more troops. Perfect. We're going to walk in over here. We expect no problem with that. So the peasant rebellion should now be over. Okay. We're going to siege up here very, very quickly. Travel time is going to be the biggest problem there. And checking in. Yeah, these guys, we'll keep an eye on where they go. Okay, peasants are dealt with. So we're going to group these guys together. No peasant problem. Cool. So what's next? I mean, we're going to siege here, and we're going to take our... We're actually going to head up over this way. I'd like to take this capital. It doesn't really matter who the war leader here is. I don't think this is the war leader, but that's fine. They're currently at 32 for their occupations. In fact, that just went up again. They're at 36. So, I mean, we have more that we can get. We're going to group these guys together. Eventually. There we go. And these guys, their mission is going to be to come out over this way and deal with this whole Venetian problem. Venetian problem? Venetian problem. That's how you pronounce it. Okay, we're going to head up over here, and I'm definitely interested in attacking this army if we can catch them. So we're going to stop here, actually, real quick. I want to see, are they going to siege here? If they are, that's amazing. We just discovered cranes. That's convenient. What are we going for next? If we can select this, there we go. Let's see. Cranes were selected. We're on Royal Armory and Sappers. Okay, sounds good. Sappers are handy. So there's that occupation done, and we're going to move up to the capital here. We're just moving as a block for right now, but we don't need to. Okay, we're going to grab these guys and see about coming up over here. Now they're going to embark, and I think they're going to get out. Yeah, they are. So at this point, we can come over, like, over here? Actually, over here. That's where we're going to want to siege. I'm assuming they're going to finish their siege over here pretty soon. Hang on, why are we at plus 35? Defender controls war target. Interesting. I didn't expect to be at plus 35 here. They're actually not sieging the war target. That's weird. That's very weird. We're going to land directly where they are, and we're going to fight them there. There we go. No problem. We win this fight. Do we stack wipe them? Probably not, because of our troop quality, but we'll see. Yeah, no stack wipe there. We can siege this back, and that'll be fine. We're at 49% war score there. We see a 22k stack heading that way. These guys are just kind of chilling for the time being. We need to head down over this direction and think about a resupply. So, like, maybe go to Mecca, and we should probably go with, like, this fine gentleman here. Okay, sounds good. We should hop into our royal court here, see what's going on with this. Spend six court grandeur for 150 prestige, but he gains the 150 prestige, not us. That's a little sad. We're not going to host a feast and call a hunt right now because we're negative in our cash. We're going to head up over here. Minus 54%. We're at plus 59%. Okay, so we've overtaken them at this time. Wonderful. So we're going to resupply in Mecca for a bit. We'll hop in there soon. 1206. Wow, that's a lot lower than I expected that to be. I knew we needed to resupply, but that's ridiculous. Okay, well, they're going to resupply there for a bit. They'll replenish, given enough time. That's definitely far smaller than I expected it to be. But we'll siege here. And then I think we'll head down over this way. It'll take us 52 days to get there. That's fine. So we are replenishing here, and we should probably head over and, like, slow siege here. We now have supplies, so that'll be okay. This siege will end very, very quickly. Okay, looking at the Venetian claim here. 4 months versus 4 months. Okay, we'll put in a different commander to try to adjust that calculus a bit. Hopefully this guy will succeed. 3 months and 3 months. They have a breach, which, I mean, they have siege weapons. So they're going to succeed that. We should actually walk over here. It's going to take 52 days to get there. But if we go now, we might get them to stop their siege. They're going to win their siege curve, and we need to stop that. Okay, we're going to head up over this way and help out with this particular siege. They did indeed stop their siege. No, they did not. They took it back. Or rather, they took it, period. We're going to head up over here. And I'm going to leave behind a small force here. That's going to do that. And we're going to try to chase these guys with the rest of our force. Okay. Our heir is currently unmarried, and we probably want him to be married to... How old is he? He's 37. This will be fine. So we're going to catch them here and siege back this territory. I'd love to see a stack wipe here. I don't necessarily think it will happen. And we need to take a look down over here because we finished our siege. How close are we to capping that? They're at minus 94, so they can only get 6% more war score. We can get another 33. So that's great. We'll head up over here and take a look. Yeah, we didn't actually defeat them, but we can come over and start sieging their territory. In fact, we're going to stop our movement here. We're going to split our force in half, and we're going to send half of these guys down here and half of these guys up here. Cool. So at this time, they cannot get any more occupation war score. We're continuing to reinforce a bit here, but we should start thinking about maybe getting some battle war score up over this way. How long would it take us to get to, say, here? About 6 months? That's not too bad. We can do that. We can raise additional troops if we need to. But they can't get more war score. We can. We can get 11% more in our independence war. And... that's some of it. We can get 8% more. Okay. So we got this sieged back. We'll send these guys over, like, over here, I guess. And we're definitely going to need more troops over here. So we'll drop a rally point, say, here. And we'll raise, I don't know, maybe, like, 20,000? 34,000 will do. We're going to wait for our better troops to show up. I probably should have raised those a bit later on, but that's fine. What is this faction? Is this Liberty? Yeah, this is Liberty. We'll probably just try to arrange a marriage here. This is fine. No problem whatsoever there. Okay. So up we head, and we could try to fight these guys with sheer numbers. That is a possibility. I do want to make sure that we are not having supply limit issues here. So let's hold off on having these guys standing together for the moment. And we'll just do something like this. We're going to fight these guys eventually, but we're going to need to wait for these lads to show up. So we're at 56% war score here. We are maxed on county occupation at this point, so there's not really much of a point in continuing to siege. Okay. This will be done in 8 months. And it is about time to put a cut in here, but I do want to wait. Specifically, I want to wait until these wars are over, because I think they're going to be over pretty soon. We're grouping these guys back together. And we're going to start moving these units together. We can easily defeat this army. So we group those together. Okay, we apparently can't easily defeat these armies. Higher quality? Really? Okay, well, we can always raise additional troops. We outnumber them. Oh, hang on. We catch a small stack here. So they're going to trickle in, and we have reinforcements ready to go. This is fine. We easily win this. Wonderful. Sure, show in the count. I accept your generous gifts. So that bumps us up how much battle war score? 8 battle war score. Nice. We'll continue sieging over here, not like it actually nets us anything. Venice is going to be done sieging in 30 days, so that war will end at that time. 10 days? 3 days? There we go. The Venice war is done. So they give us some cash, and these guys, what are we going to do with them? We could just send them over this direction, I suppose. And we definitely want to come over here and see if we can fight these guys again. We're at 74% war score right now, and what we should be doing with our siege force at this point is coming up over here and taking back some of this territory. So that's what we'll do. We do have ticking, and that's great. We're going to fight these guys, and we're going to win. We catch a small force, that gets stack wiped, and we're going to come up this way and continue to pursue. Okay. We're going to catch another small force here and stack wipe. We're catching them piecemeal, and this is great. We're at 82%. And we're going to catch their main force up here, it looks like. Yeah. Well, actually, no, we didn't. We're going to come down over here, see if we can catch them here. It looks like we do. But it looks like we caught them previously, so we'll see. Some of their forces escape, but not all. So we're at 12% from battles right now. And we can also grab ourselves embassies. There we go. Our siege force is on their way in, and these guys have finished up here as well. We're going to take them up over this way. That battle ends. We're at 91% war score. We're going to head in here and catch these guys. Ticking war score is going very well for us. This is fine. We're not having any problems whatsoever, as anticipated. 95% war score. Now, they're probably well over their cap. I don't necessarily expect that sieging this back will net us war score. We'll see. Yeah, it did not. So we're probably going to end up winning from ticking, but we'll see. We might be able to get some back this way. I'm not even bothering chasing them anymore because there's no point. We did get some back there, except that was battle war score. Okay. So we'll just siege this back, and yeah, ticking war score wins the war for us, and that is that over. Although this is too much, and we have to turn off the UI scaling in order to actually see this. So we'll enforce those demands. There we go. The tooltip was overlapping the button, and that happens occasionally. And then we'll bump the UI scaling back up for 4K. Perfect. We'll disband our troops, and with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, I'm going to tick here to make sure that that faction goes away. We are definitely going to continue to expand next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Rose Valentine, and all the rest. And of course, you. thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.